If you are experiencing foundation issues, get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
Our guest today on Sylacauga Daybreak, this is Mayor Tony White, City of Oak Grove. Mayor White, I'm not going to call you that. Tony, welcome to Sylacauga to Daybreak, and nice to have the mayor from a neighboring town on today.
It's nice to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Tell me about Tony White and his family.
Well, I'm retired. I'm retired from out of the fire service for 42 years. I've been at Oak Grove since 2000, became a council member in 2000, became the mayor in 2012, been the mayor ever since. Just now got reelected, well, run unopposed this time, so I've got 4 more years. Married to a beautiful young lady named Ginger Simmons. Now she's Ginger White. Got two sons, Adam and Danny.
Tell me about your grandchildren, though.
Well, I've got 3 wonderful grandchildren, and I hate to say it, but 2 of them's Auburn fans. But anyway, I've got the oldest one graduated from AUM back in December. She is a teacher. She got a job this year at Comer Elementary. She's teaching 4th grade. Her name is Landon. My other granddaughter is Brindley. She just graduated from high school, and she is going to CAC. She's going there for 2 years, and then she plans on going to Auburn University for prenatal care in the hospital. And I've got my grandson, Alex. He's 10. I think you've met him before.
Yeah.
And he's
just a train engineer.
He's a train engineer, and he's a ball of fire. But I've been very blessed with a great family. I couldn't be more proud of them. Even though she did go to AUM. The day that she decided to go to AUM, she called me and she said, "Pop," they all call me Pop. She said, "I know you're an Alabama fan," she said, "but I've decided to go to AUM. Are you going to still love me?" I said, "Baby, you could go to Auburn University and I'd still love you." So I've got a dear family.
Tony, let's talk about Oak Grove. The town of Oak Grove was incorporated in 1966, July of 1966. In the 2018 estimate by East Alabama, you got 518 people. Now, you've had a pretty good annexation program since then. Somewhere between 100 and 200 people have been annexed.
Yes, sir, we have. We sent out letters of invitation to annex in, and it really went well. We've got between, like you said, 100 and 200 that have come into the city or the town of Oak Grove. So it went very well for us.
So you're talking somewhere between 650 and 700 people now.
Yes, sir.
In Oak Grove, and that will put you in, I'm one of those statistic guys now, that'll put you 18 to 20% growth since 2010 census. That's pretty good.
That's nice, isn't it?
And so I would like to congratulate you. And what you got, about 2 square miles of city? Is that what you're
offering? It's a little over 2 square. I think it's 2.2 miles.
Tell us about your government. I know you're the mayor, and the type city government you have.
I have a wonderful staff over there. I've got a city clerk, Robin Kaler. She's out of Weaver, Alabama. She drives back and forth, and she does a wonderful job. Jennifer Calfee, she lives here in Sylacauga. Without them two, I don't know what I would do. They are wonderful. I don't have to worry about anything while I'm gone. If I want to go on vacation or just take a day off, I don't have to worry about anything. I've got a good council, starting with Mr. Carl Armstrong. Then you got Danny Reynolds, Mary Carter, David Harris, and Mark Green. A well-rounded council. Each of them have got their own opinions, which is good. You know, I've always said, you know, if nobody has any opinions and don't disagree with anything that I want to do, then I don't need them. If they go along with everything I want, then, you know, I don't need anybody else but me. Yeah. But anyway, and the employees got, for our senior center, we got Debbie Reynolds. She's been there for about 12 years, I think. She is the senior center coordinator.
Let's talk about you senior citizens. Okay. Y'all got a lot of activities going on out there. We
do. Right now it's shut down because of COVID-19. Yeah. But we are still doing the hot meals, the Meals on Wheels for the homebound. And also the congregants that were coming out there still come and pick up meals. So we're still serving the seniors out there. But as far as coming into the center and doing the puzzles and the bingo and, you know, just fellowshipping with one another, and of course doing their exercises, we have a new exercise room now. You know, they're not getting to do that. We're hoping that you know, won't last very much longer. The Amanda Vineyards out of East Alabama said it's probably going to last after the first of the year. And then possibly we could start getting them back. So hopefully we will do that. We really miss them. They're a delight to be around. But we're doing a lot of stuff out there. You know, we rent the senior center on weekends, on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. A lot of people rent those for different occasions. And like I said, we just, you know, did the exercise center 2 years ago, and it's really nice.
How about your fire department? It's strictly volunteer, isn't it?
It is. It is strictly volunteer. Even our chief volunteer. Our chief is Charlie Obar. He's been with us about 7-8 years now. He also works with the Sylacauga Ambulance, and he works part-time with our street department. So Charlie's a busy person, but he does a good job with our fire department. We've got 20, I think we got, last count I had was 28 members on board. They all do a good job. I'm very proud of them. You know, I don't believe I could ask for any more people to volunteer their time, that when we're asleep at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, you know, they might have to get up for nothing. They don't get paid for it. So I'm very proud of them.
Okay. Got a transportation department. What do they do and who heads it up?
Jamie Reynolds, she's the director of the transportation. They do anything from taking Meemaw to Walmart. They take them to dialysis, to doctor's appointments, just about anything that a senior can't drive and do, they will go and pick them up and take them. They even take them to the bank. So all you got to do is call the senior center or the transportation center, and they will come and pick you up.
How about your street department?
Street department is a little thin right now. You know, we had some inmates from the work release camp in Childersburg. And back in March, when COVID hit, they stopped them from coming out. So we went from 7 people in the street department down to 3. But they are still doing a good job. They are still working every day, working hard every day. It's a task to keep Oak Grove clean, grass cut, the trash picked up, limbs picked up. Everything that we do is hard to do with 3 people, but they're doing a very good job. And Cody Harrison is the street department manager, and he does a good job.
How many full-time people do you have in Oak Grove?
15.
15?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Unless Paul Castleberry is your security director.
He is. Paul has been out for a little while now. His wife has been under the weather, has been ill, and he's been out for probably about a little over a month now. Charles White Rudy White is the other security person that we have. He's been taking up his slack. Most of the time, he just works 3 days a week, and Paul works 4. But now, Mr. White's having to take it all on himself right now.
When you say security, what do they do?
Well, they have radio communication with 911, with Central Dispatch, and they go in at different times at night, and they go and check businesses to make sure the doors are closed, the doors are locked, and they also ride the streets of Oak Grove in the residential area to make sure there's nothing, or to try to see if anything's going on. If they see something that's not right, that's suspicious, they are to call 911 and to back off and just watch what's going on. They are not to engage whatsoever. They're not equipped to handle stuff like that. So,
how did you get into politics?
Charles Rogers, I moved into Oak Grove in '93, and we became friends. He was a member of Oak Grove Baptist Church, and I was at that time. In '99, he started talking to me about the council. He was going to run for mayor, and they needed a place, somebody to run in his spot. So we talked over several months, and finally I decided, never thought I would get into politics.
Yeah.
But we talked about it, and I ran, and I had a runoff. There was 3 of us that ran, and I had a runoff with a...
Ran for council.
I did, and I won by 2 points the first year, 2 votes. So
did your wife vote for you?
I hope so. I don't really know, but I hope she did. But I won by two votes, and ever since then, either on the council or the mayor's position, I have been unopposed every year.
Well, 2 votes got them, didn't it?
It did. Now I don't know if that means that I'm doing a good job, or nobody really cares. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. What's your plans for Oak Grove?
I hope growth. Oak Grove, we rely on tax base. Excuse me. And we the businesses that we have out there right now we're doing good, but we would like to see more businesses come into Oak Grove. Just about every week we're sending out feelers, we're sending out proposals and stuff to different businesses to come into Oak Grove. And we've had 3 or 4 in the last year to come into Oak Grove. But to make Oak Grove grow, we want more businesses in. We don't have any property tax in Oak Grove.
You don't have property?
No, sir. And that's why I'm saying we rely only on the tax base that we have out there.
What's your biggest wish for Oak Grove?
Growth.
What's your biggest worry?
Not growing.
Your budget. How big? What's the size of your budget?
Well, we run off of a zero-based budget. We have all the departments are pretty much in as one. We're not big enough to actually run off of a budget. We stay the money that we spend is never what we more than we take in. We try to keep it under what we take in. I guess you could say we do have a budget, but it's not called a budget. We start off every year in October knowing last year what we brought in on our taxes.
You mind saying what it was?
Honestly, I really don't know, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I don't keep up with it. I look at the financials every month, and I will tell you this: when I took over as mayor, since then we've gained a little over $300,000 in our budget in our town money. So we're doing okay. COVID didn't hit us as bad as what we anticipated. We didn't have to cut anybody. We didn't have to furlough anybody. We kept everybody on board. The only ones that we don't have anymore is the inmates, and that wasn't our choice. I mean, I've been in touch with the director, the commissioner of the DOC, and trying to get in touch with the governor to see when we're going to get them back. But they're not giving us any information on when we're going to get them back. So
your only source of revenue is taxes.
Yes, sir. That's it.
How many businesses do you have? Have you counted them up?
No, but I can pretty much. We've probably got about 15 to 20 businesses.
Okay.
Our biggest one, is the Toyota dealership, Baden Toyota. Van Zant Hardware. If it wasn't for them too, I don't know what we'd do. They've been out there a long time. They are devoted to Oak Grove, and the Napa store came in last year, and that's been a big help. You know about the Napa store. Good came in. We've got some good people out there. We've had two businesses that did annex into Oak Grove last year. So we're getting the tax base off of that. So we're growing a little bit by a little bit, but I would like to see us grow a little bit bigger.
Your Founders Day, is it still on tap, or is it been?
Not right now. It's been scrubbed right now because of COVID-19. Everything that we've done in the past, the Founders Day, the Older Americas Month Day, the Fall Festival, we've had to cancel because of COVID. Right now, our tree lighting is still planned for December the 7th at 6 p.m. I hope we don't have to cancel it because it is outside. Most of the time we have anywhere from 30 to 40 people that will come. So I'm hoping we don't have to cancel it, but everything else we've had to cancel.
Okay. How is the attitude of the people of Oak Grove that you've seen towards the COVID and the response to the COVID deal? Have you had any cases that you know of, or anything along that line? In
Oak Grove, no, sir. I have not heard of one case that we've had. I'm not saying that we haven't. I just haven't heard of one. The people out there, most of the time when you see somebody out there, they've got a mask on. The people of Oak Grove are resilient about stuff like that. They try to take care of themselves, try to take care of one another. We're a small town. We're kind of like a family out there. Everybody, pretty well knows who lives out there and who don't.
Yeah.
But as far as is anybody coming down with COVID, I haven't heard of one case yet.
You and I have talked about your park out there.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's a really a big plus. And I rode by late yesterday afternoon, and it was full of people walking. I don't know where anybody's discouraged not to go out there, but it had a lot of people out walking and kids playing. I don't know whether that was against the rules or anything else, but
no, we haven't closed the park. We rely on people self-discipline on this COVID-19 CDC protocols. If they're in close contact with somebody that they will have, unless it's a family member, they'll have a mask on and they'll stay 6 feet apart. The kids are going to play on the playground. We try to keep those as clean as we can. We just now put a surface in the playground area. You have to have a surface in there, in case a child falls or something like that. So we just now revamped those and put new mullets and stuff in there. So No, we haven't closed it. Everybody's still coming and walking. We're still trying to keep it clean and cut and neat and tidy for people to come out there. And we hope more people come out there and walk and enjoy the park.
You plan on building, what, a stage in the...
We're going to call it a pavilion, but it's going to actually be a stage for our fall festival. Every year we have to put up a stage, put up tents. We're hoping that we can get, we have applied for a grant, but the grant's only $7,000, and we don't know for sure if we're going to get it or not. But we're planning on, we're wanting to build a pavilion, to build it 24 wide, 36 deep, and it's going to cost around $16,000. So the $7,000, if we get the grant, is going to be a little bit less than what we need. So if anybody out there wants to donate, we'll be glad for you to donate.
Well, that's, you know, you and I have talked to that along the way, that rather than the city footing the entire bill, maybe there are enough citizens out there that would like to, would help out on a project like this if you could really get it going. That
would be wonderful. You know, I haven't talked to any of the businesses yet. Maybe some of the businesses will step up and help with that.
This is an age-old question. Do you ever see Oak Grove merging with another city?
Not in my lifetime.
Not in your lifetime.
No, sir.
What do you, looking down the road 5 to 10 years from now, how do you visualize Oak Grove?
Well, I'm hoping, you know, I'm really optimistic about the way things are going. Like I said, we've picked up a few businesses here and there. We've heard from other businesses about being interested in coming into Oak Grove. So what I'm hoping with the next 5 to 10 years that Oak Grove has prospered, has grown. We can get more citizens out there, and you know, just have a town that everybody's proud of.
I could tell you one thing. If all you need to do is go out and ride through, and you say you got 3 people keeping that place clean.
Yes, sir. 3 people.
My congratulations to them, because I ride through just about every day and to check on you. And not really, but I'm really impressed with the city out there. You very seldom see any paper or anything else, so somebody's doing a good job.
Well, thank you very much.
Tony, it's been nice having you on, and I'll give you any time to say what you want to say. I know you're not politicking, you're not campaigning or anything. If you want to say about Oak Grove, say to the citizens of Oak Grove or anything.
Well, I guess this is probably to everybody that's listening. We have a census that's fixing to be, the deadline's coming up quick. The census is so important to the state of Alabama that everybody should fill them out to the fullest. It's not to find out, you know, who's in your house, what you're doing, how many people you've got, or anything else. This could cost us some jobs or some seats on the Senate. This could cost us some grant money in the future. The people of Oak Grove have, to my knowledge, what I've been told, have been done a good job of filling the census papers out. Everybody needs to fill them out. Everybody needs to fill them out and send them in. I think the deadline is the 31st of this month. Another thing is to come out to Oak Grove, look at our parks, walk on our walking track. We take pride in our parks. We take pride in Oak Grove. So come out and visit sometimes.
Been talking with Tony White, the mayor of Oak Grove, and Tony, thank you for getting out so early in the morning, and it's been interesting talking with you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Be back with more Daybreak right after this.